Field sent on their way in the San Antonio. They broke off in a beautiful line. Ruhlman goes to the lead. Complicate sprinting up on his outside. Criminal Type hurrying up at the rail to get third. Hollywood Reporter is right there fourth. Present Value just 3 lengths off the leaders. Stylish Winner down at the rail with Variety Row. They head to the 7/8 pole. Ruhlman and Complicate ensure a good pace up there. They lead it by 2. Criminal Type is racing in third. Hollywood Reporter right there fourth. Present Value is now back 5 lengths off the leaders. Then it's another 4 back to Stylish Winner. Outside of him, Variety Row. Onto the backstretch they go. The long shot Complicate on the outside and Ruhlman. They continue to go fast. They've drawn off now to lead it by 5 lengths. Criminal Type is racing in third. Hollywood Reporter outside of him. Eddie Dalahousie asking Present Value to pick it up on the outside of that pair. Then it's another 5 back to Stylish Winner and Variety Row. Less than a half mile to go now. Ruhlman at the rail and Complicate. They lead it by 4. Criminal Type in third. Present Value moves up on the outside. Hollywood Reporter now having to be asked to keep up has got 6 lengths to make up. 5/16 of a mile to go. Ruhlman at the rail and Complicate. Criminal Type is now starting to close steadily in third. Present Value is going to have to do more. Here comes Stylish Winner from far back. He's closing quickly. Ruhlman at the rail. Criminal Type up to take him on, and Stylish Winner's just going to need room, but he's full of run if he gets out. Stylish Winner's switched to the grandstand side, and here he comes to take on Criminal Type, but Criminal Type is finding more. Stylish Winner's coming at him. Criminal Type and Stylish Winner. Criminal Type to win it.
The race they call the Big Cap, Grade 1, $1 million, a mile and a quarter for those 4 up. Let's take a look at the field of 10, running at Santa Anita. Present Value on the inside with Hawkster, Bayacoa, and Lively One. Bayacoa trying to be the first mare ever to win the Big Cap. Quiet American, Stylish Winner, Strube Winner, Flying Continental at 8-1 with Corey Black. And rounding out the field, it'll be Santangelo along with Dwayne Lucas's Criminal Type for Calumet Farm, and on the outside at 22-1, Ruhlman with Gary Stevens, trained by Charlie Whittingham. Here's the call to the Big Cap with Trevor Denman.
All set. There's the roar from the crowd. The field for the Big Cap sent on their way. They all came away smoothly. And Ruhlman sprints over from that outside gate and goes straight to the lead. Bayacoa is second. Hawkster is right there as well. Present Value in the goal down at the rail. Here comes Criminal Type on the grandstand side to run up a joint second. Flying Continental races in sixth, 4 lengths off the leaders. Chris McCarron has dropped Quiet American down onto the rail. Then it's another 3.5 to Lively One. Stylish Winner and Santangelo is last, 12 lengths off the lead. 7/8 of a mile to go in the Big Cap. And that's Gary Stevens and Ruhlman out with Ace supposed to be, leading it by 3 lengths. Racing in second is Present Value. Quiet American has pulled his way through at the rail. He's 5 off Ruhlman. Bayacoa in mid-pack, although on the outside of horses. Then comes Flying Continental. Hawkster is in that group as well. Here's Criminal Type, 8 lengths off the leader. 3 back to Lively One. Santangelo is asked to pick it up on the outside, and Stylish Winner trails. A half mile to go, and Ruhlman got himself an easy lead out here. He leads it by 5 lengths. Racing in second is Present Value. Quiet American is asked to pick it up now, and Quiet American's going after the leader. Lafitte Pink Eyes having to ask Bayacoa on the outside. She's going to have to do better than that. Down at the rail comes Criminal Type and Flying Continental. 5/16 to go, and Ruhlman sets sail for home, leads by 6. Quiet American, Criminal Type trying to come after him. Bayacoa can find no more. She's well beaten at the top of the lane, and Ruhlman is still clear by 6 lengths. Criminal Type coming after him now. On the outside, Flying Continental. An 1/8 of a mile to go. Gary Stevens riding for his life on Ruhlman. They lead it by 5 lengths. Criminal Type coming after him. Lively One and Flying Continental. But it's Ruhlman holding on to it up front. It's going to be Ruhlman, the son of Mr. Leader, and Gary Stevens to win the Big Cap from Criminal Type.
A big upset in the Big Cap. Ruhlman in 2:01-1 on a fast track returns $47.80 by Mr. Leader out of Indian Maiden, owned by Mr. and Mrs. Jerry Moss, trained by Charlie Whittingham, ridden by Gary Stevens. Well, let's take a closer look now at this Big Cap upset. We go inside.
Approach time for the start of the Pimlico Special. Anything to add, Charlesy?
Well, we have to key off of what Dick Lundy was saying. The key to the race here is Ruhlman. He is the only speed in the race, and they cannot afford to let him steal away too far alone. There you see him wearing the blinkers. Charlie Whittingham says anybody who dares go with him won't go with him far. Yet there's a second flight of colts, Opening Verse, Gorgeous, Criminal Type, Music Merci. They are going to hound him every foot of the way. He'll have to be a good horse indeed to repulse all the challenges they'll get from him. There's your local horse there, Jim. He's undefeated since they removed his blinkers. Comes from off the pace now.
Absolutely. He's a much, much stronger horse this year than last year. Edgar Prado, a fine local jockey, and some of the top jockeys in the world riding in this race today. Let's go up top down to the man who calls the race as always, Dave Johnson. Dave?
And there's Gary Stevens. Hard to believe, just 11 years ago this week, Gary rode his first winner of his career. He's in line, and there's With Approval. $1 million purse this afternoon for this race. The winner's share, $600,000, and that means $96 per foot for the entire mile and 3/16. Well, With Approval is a bit fractious here as they try and load him into the big green monster, the starting gate at Pimlico. This is a mile and 3/16, a long run to the first turn. There'll be no problem in getting position. Silver Survivor is in. 10 of 24 favorites have won. That's better than average, and you see the favorite there now, the 5-horse Opening Verse at 3-2. Longest prices on the board, Silver Survivor at 35 and DeRoche at 30. I wouldn't be surprised if either of them would win. I think there's certainly value there. Long shots. Music Merci. Eric Blind is the starter here, as he has been starting races since 1980. And one more, DeRoche with Herb McCall. They're all in line. And they're off. And Music Merci came into Criminal Type at the start. Ruhlman away cleanly and in front toward the inside. Opening Verse is second. Then on the far outside, here comes Criminal Type along with Gorgeous and Music Merci as they move past us for the first time. Ruhlman with Gary Stevens at the rail in front by 3/4 of a length. And Criminal Type on the outside. And Santos is right there in the second spot. Then comes Opening Verse third. The filly Gorgeous on the outside is fourth at this point, about 5.5 lengths off the lead. With Approval along the inside, saves ground fifth. Music Merci on the outside is sixth. At the rail, Me Selecto with Jerry Bailey saving ground and moving up. Then it's Wind Splitter, followed two back by the long shots DeRoche, who's ninth, and on the outside, Silver Survivor, 10th and last, and about 12 lengths off the lead. Moving down the backstretch after the half in 46 and 4/5 seconds, and that's 2/5 of a second slower than the track record set by Blushing John when he reached the half-mile mark. But Ruhlman has not been asked for his big speed yet. He's in front by a length and 3/4. And it's the Calumet horse, Criminal Type, holding the second spot. On the outside, that's Opening Verse, rallying up into the third spot. Me Selecto saving ground at the rail fourth. Music Merci is fifth. Wind Splitter with a rush toward the inside. Now moving to the top of the stretch, and Ruhlman tries to stretch his speed the entire mile and 3/16. With a 1/4 of a mile to the finish line, he's in front by a length and a 1/4. On the outside, Criminal Type tries to close the gap. Me Selecto at the rail. Opening Verse with McCarron on the outside now moves up third. DeRoche at the rail is fourth. And down the stretch they come. Ruhlman still holding on by a head. Here comes Criminal Type with Jose Santos on the outside. Now those two race for the wire. It's Criminal Type with a short lead. Ruhlman second. Here's the finish. Criminal Type from the Calumet Farm wins it. It's their sixth winner in their track record, the stakes record, a 1/5 of a second faster than Blushing John last year.
Well, all right. An upset here, and it is Wayne Lucas's Criminal Type, owned by Calumet Farm, the 5th Pimlico Special victory for Calumet Farm. Dave Johnson told you about their record a little bit earlier. There you see the time, 1:53 flat, a track record. That is faster than Secretariat, faster than Blushing John. Take a look now from the turn.
Once again, we'll point out the weight factor. Ruhlman on the lead, carrying 124 pounds, had pretty well dictated the way the race went all the way. But there you see Criminal Type. making yet another run at him. He tried him once or twice during the race, getting that 7 pounds we talked about earlier. This enabled him to turn the tables once before. He does it again nicely. And here he comes through the stretch. He got a little bit of the worst of it at the break, but Jose Santos, first time aboard Criminal Type, gets the most from this colt at the end. Ruhlman begins to weaken under that impost. And look who comes along for third. A good steady colt, DeRoche, but he was getting 10 pounds. That's the point of a handicap, to bring them all together at the wire.
The gate opened. The first thing that crossed my mind was that we got sandwiched pretty good, and I was very, very concerned about that because our strategy was, of course, to stay close to Ruhlman, you know. And when we got hit so hard out of the gate, I thought maybe we were going to be in trouble, but Jose did a great job of getting him up in there and getting him back in contention. It was a beautiful horse race. For $1 million, it's supposed to be, but it was.
It sure was, and he had good position all along, and no problems, really.
I thought that if we could have laid within 3 or 4 lengths into the first turn here at Pimlico, we had a chance. I mean, Ruhlman had every opportunity to dictate the race, and I knew that was going to happen.
Mile for those 3 and up, and let's take a look at the field that drew more than 34,000 spectators to Belmont Park on Memorial Day. Dancing Pretense and Criminal Type at 8-1. Then it's Dancing Spree and Easy Goer 2-5. Dancing Spree was scratched from the field. Easy Goer, of course, the favorite in the race. Trasquid, big price. Idabel, also a big price. The entry of John at Anthony's Loblolly stable. Sewickley at 13-1 with Chris Antley. Then it's Housebuster, the brilliant 3-year-old sprinter, at 2-1, second choice. Pause again, and Black Tie Affair. Here's the Metropolitan Mile and the call from the track announcer at Belmont Park. Here's Marshall Cassidy.
0. Black Tie Affair on the outside of Housebuster, between them and third Criminal Type. On the far outside, Easy Goer. Along the inside, Dancing Pretense. Between those two, Idabel. Then Sewickley. Pause again, and Trasquid down the backstretch. Housebuster on the rail gets the lead by a half. Black Tie Affair second by a length and a half. Criminal Type is third by a length. Then Dancing Pretense on the rail, fourth by a neck. Idabel on the outside, fifth, and farther out, Easy Goer is sixth by about 4. Then Sewickley, Trasquid, and Pause again. The quarter in 22-3 as they enter the far turn with Housebuster on the rail, leading the way by a half. Now Criminal Type on the outside has moved up into second, and Black Tie Affair has dropped into third. On the rail, Dancing Pretense. On the extreme outside is Easy Goer. Easy Goer is fifth. Easy Goer is drawing alongside Dancing Pretense within a length of Black Tie Affair. The half and 45 left. Housebuster continues to lead easily by 2. Criminal Type is second still by 2. Easy Goer on the outside is third. Easy Goer gains on the outside of Criminal Type, which is also gaining on the outside of Housebuster. They pass the 8th pole. Housebuster on the rail leads by a neck on the outside. Criminal Type second by a half. Further out, Easy Goer remains in third. Criminal Type on the outside gets the lead. Housebuster on the rail coming on again. Those two to the wire.
Criminal Type pulls off the big upset and keys the big D. Wayne Lucas stable weekend. Criminal Type in 1:34-2. Winning it, he's the son of Aladar, out of the mare Klepto, bred and owned by Calumet Farm, trained by D. Wayne Lucas, ridden by Jose Santos. Housebuster second. Easy Goer for the first time in his career finished worse than second, and the first time beaten in New York.
Jack, how'd you see the race coming from the start to finish?
Well, it shaped up just like it, it turned out just like it shaped up. Housebuster made the pace. He settled into the stretch with a clear lead. Criminal Type was chasing. Easy Goer kind of rallied. He looked like at the quarter pole he might be going to be there, but he just didn't have that kick.
Well, it just was kind of an even effort on my horse's part. We got away from the gate in good shape. Housebuster, of course, went to the lead. Criminal Type went after him in earnest, leaving the 3/8 pole. And so I went after Criminal Type, and I got within about a length and a quarter of him turning for home, and then just run even up the stretch. And as a matter of fact, it was starting to get away from us just a little bit at the wire.
Start to finish. Racing. Stylish winner off the inside was one of the first to go. Ruhlman sprung out of gate number 5, and he's quickly looking for the lead. Going through near the inside was Criminal Type, but Stevens has crossed easily on Ruhlman as they go by the judges' box on the first occasion. Criminal Type now went up second, followed by Sunday Silence. Third around, Stylish winner. Sant'Angelo dropping in 5th along the rail, followed well back by Opening Verse, and it was one of the last with Me Selecto through the clubhouse bend, and Ruhlman, as expected, is the pacemaker. It's Ruhlman setting up the tempo, a length and a half clear of Criminal Type. In third placing, Stylish Winner on the inside of Sunday Silence. The pace is not real keen early, and they're starting to bunch up. Opening Verse a length and a half away 5th. 2 to Me Selecto and 1.5 to Sant'Angelo. Into the back stretch, 3/4 of a mile to go. Ruhlman is the pacemaker by a length and a half. In second placing is Criminal Type, who's going well for Santos. Valenzuela's pulled Sunday Silence 3 deep. He's only a length from the leaders, followed closely by Opening Verse. Stylish Winner back on the rail, only 2 lengths covering the first quintet. Me Selecto 3 away and Sant'Angelo's 6 lengths last. It's a great contest at the half-mile. Ruhlman just led from Criminal Type. Sunday Silence sweating on them a length away, followed next by Opening Verse. Stylish Winner feeling the pinch, dropped back a couple of lengths with Me Selecto, and Sant'Angelo is 4 lengths last. 3/8 out in the Gold Cup, and Ruhlman just led from Sunday Silence, attacking 3 wide and Criminal Type in the centre. There's 3 abreast as they come towards the bend. About 2 lengths away was Opening Verse as they come to the corner. Ruhlman is under pressure. Criminal Type and Sunday Silence have headed him, and they're going to straighten up for the run home together. Criminal Type, Sunday Silence locked together. Sunday Silence, Criminal Type clear from Ruhlman, then Opening Verse. Past the 8th pole, Sunday Silence, Criminal Type. It's a soul-stirring duel. There's nothing in it. Criminal Type the inside, and Sunday Silence, 1 head up and 1 down. Sunday Silence, Criminal Type hits the line. Criminal Type.
I almost can't speak. That was so good.